guys are looking for results like this, or maybe some of these right here, you guys are in the right place. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our latest set of indicators, Surge Plus. And this indicator set works with futures, works with forex. Primarily is going to be for US 30, NAS 100, SPX, gold. And as you guys can see, it literally tells you guys when to buy and when to sell. It's also known for catching reversals, as you guys can see right over here, right? It told us to sell in the market, and as you guys can see, this thing dropped tremendously. So what I do want to go over in this video is basically how we use this to our advantage, so we're actually able to pass these challenges, pass these trading combines, as well as build and scale our portfolio accounts. So to keep things very simple, as you guys can see, we obviously have this gray box right over here. That gray box just simply represents New York session. So what we're looking for is a buy or sell alert inside of this gray box. So as you guys can see, we have this sell signal that happened inside of our gray box. What we simply want to do is line this up. As you guys can see, when we got that sell alert, it would have been right here. Our stop loss is going to go above the sticker. Now, there's going to be a couple different ways that you guys can enter. Some people can enter and exit with a 1-to-1. For me personally, I like to enter 2 positions, and I basically just split the risk. So my first position is going to be at around 50 points. So that'll look like this right here. Now, once the first position gets hit at 50 pips or 50 points, I'm now putting my stop loss to break even for the second position, and I'm just trailing it. So this way, we're actually able to catch this whole entire move just by simply trailing our stop loss. So that's what works for me. That's what I've been doing for a while, and I've had a lot of great results by doing that. So again, it's 2 positions, splitting the risk. First target is going to be, 50 points or pips. Second target is going to be obviously just trailing my stop loss. Now, obviously, this is best for the trends, but what happens when it's actually consolidating? It could get a little bit tricky. So in this situation where the markets are consolidating, at this point in time, you're going to receive that alert for a buy signal. All right, and again, you're only scalping for the first position, about 35 to 50 points, depending. Obviously, we hit that right here, so this is a win. All right, now we're going to check out the sell. And if you guys are wondering what these arrows are, these are re-entries and they are optional. Obviously, if you took this one right here, you would have took another W, but I don't really count those because those are optional. We're going to go on to this next sell right here. If you're going for about 35 points or pips, you would have won this trade. And if you're going for 50, this would have been a loss. Again, not that big of a deal. But that's pretty much how it is in consolidation. So that's why I like to have, 2 positions, because one is basically a scalp, and the second one is if the trade ends up going all the way to the moon or just completely tanking. I want to be able to catch that. Now on Friday was a little bit tricky at first. We did have this buy position right here. It went just about over 35 pips. It's not that big of a deal. So I consider that one either a loss or break even trade. But this right here was the main one. Our stop loss can go above this high right here. And our TP is obviously, if you guys are trailing it, somewhere down over here. So it did very, very well. Now, a lot of you guys are probably going to say, hey, the risk to reward is not really all that. It's not really there. And I get you 100% completely. But the thing to keep in mind is the win rate is just so high, especially when you're entering, 2 positions and you're scalping for the first one and holding for the second position. When you do catch those big moves, it completely makes up for it, right? Now we're going to look at US 30, as you guys can see. US 30 or YM if you're on futures, same thing. Right here, we ended up getting this buy signal. It ended up closing and alerting me at this point in time right here. All right, we're going to have about 150 point stop loss for that one. It's going to go below the low. I don't want to put it below the sticker because that's 200. Just do 150. It's perfectly fine. Now, this one ended up going for about 200 points if you were trailing your stop loss, so that did very, very well. The sell obviously just did not work. That would have been a stop loss, so that would have been about minus 140 points right there. And then we have the buy, which obviously the buy would have made up for that. This one had about 46 points. The first position would have hit TP. The second one would have hit break even. And yeah, that's that for that day. Let's go over to Thursday. Thursday was a little bit tricky, right? Consolidation, as you guys can see. But with US 30, when you're consolidating, you're going to get those 35, 50 points very easily, right? So we enter the market right here. That's when it sends us our alert. Stop loss can go above this high right here. All right, and we have about 160 points right here down to the downside. This next position, same thing. About 98 points that it hit for. All right. Then we have this sell right here. Stop loss goes above the sticker. and you guys can see about another 100 points as well. So it does very, very well even during consolidation, especially if you're scalping with US 30. Now let's go on to Wednesday during New York session. And again, we're only using this during New York session, as I mentioned. This one did really, really good. It ended up catching this reversal a little bit later to the party, but still nonetheless, it was able to catch it. As you guys can see right here, the buy, good risk reward ratio. Our stop loss is going to go below the sticker, which is about 120 points. And it caught this whole move basically to the upside until we got this sell signal. So I want to say about 700 points. Did very, very well. You could have carried this out all through Asia session, right? So that right there is basically how the system works. It's very, very good. It's kind of like a hybrid trading system. You're going to catch those scalps, but then you're also going to catch those big moves where the market just shoots all the way up or just completely tanks. As you guys can see, it called it right here as well. This one was during London session, but still, it still caught it. I highly recommend using it during New York session. Now, one last thing I did want to go over with you guys. If you guys click the link that's in the description below, you guys will be able to see our landing page where we have another video right here that goes over a couple different things. If you guys want to get access to it, you guys can do so. And then also as well, if you guys want to compare the entries to basically what it looks like on, TradingView, you guys can see that. This is what it looked like right here. We had this buy alert. This is what it looks like on my actual, when I enter the position on MT5, you guys can see. All right. Same thing. We had the sell on TradingView. We had the sell over here. Just a couple different entries and moves that we were able to catch as well. All right. Now down here, you're going to get some benefits. Real-time alerts get sent to your phone. As soon as it locks in for the buy alert or the sell alert, you're going to get that alert on your phone. Very precise trading. So again, it's catching these reversals. It's catching these big moves in the market. If it's consolidating, you're catching these crazy, crazy scalps in and out. All right. Proven results. So if you guys check out our Telegram channel, which is also can be found on our website or in the description below, you guys can see some results on a day-to-day basis. And again, non-repaint. So once you guys get that alert, it's locked in. It's not changing. What you see is obviously going to stay like that. All right. So right now it says 249, but we are having a sale for 195, as you guys can see. A little bit more information about it, and you guys can obviously purchase right here. If you guys want to do Apple Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, pay with your card, credit card, you guys can do so as well. But that's all I got for right now, and I'll leave you guys with that, and I'll see you guys on the next one.